Whoa, easy there. We don't want Shin to think you're drinking on the job.
It's virgin. I will move on to something harder once we know he's on board with the plan.
All right, speak of the devil.
Oh, let's not do that.
No, it's Shin. He's on his way from the airport.
Oh, okay, well, this is it. We need to sell Shin on getting Victor a seat on the DiMera board. And then that way, in return, Victor will make me in charge of Titan. And then in the long run, we'll be running both companies and I will be CEO of Titan. You'll be on top of DiMera.
Can I get a word in, please?
Yeah, what?
We need a new plan.
Yeah. Ava. Hey.
Hey.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop in, say hi.
Well, perfect. Actually, because I was just about to call you about making plans tonight.
Oh, you mean with me?
Yeah. Of course with you. Who else would I be making plans with on New Year's Eve?
I just thought you might have other plans. What did you just say?
That Lucas is the one who kidnapped you.
EJ, that is crazy. What would make you even think that?
Actually, because of Nicole.
I was just spitballing. Look, I even told EJ that I regretted putting that in his head because I was sure it was not Lucas, and if he had thought about
I have, and the more I do, the more convinced I am it's true.
How did you get into that computer?
I borrowed my mom's password.
Why?
Why? Well, as you know, your brother was arrested for kidnapping Sami, and he managed to make bail, and you and I both know that he is guilty of sin.
So what does that have to do with you sneaking in here?
I'm not sneaking in here. Not at all. I'm extremely worried about Sami right now.
Why? Sammy's back. She's safe now.
No, she's back, but she's definitely not safe.
What makes you say that?
EJ makes me say that. You know, she is determined to give him the benefit of the doubt. She flat out refuses to believe that he's the one who kidnapped her. So, you know, and now she's going to be in danger. And when she's in danger, she's going to go back to him. But she doesn't believe that she's in danger. So I actually have to find the proof. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for the money trail.
So that's why you decided to hack it. What the hell are you really up to?
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Well, thanks for checking in, Mom. No, they haven't found Philip, I would tell you. And every day that passes, it just becomes less hope. I know. Positive thoughts, you're right, but no, I haven't seen Brady since they dropped the charges. But I really do need to get back to work, okay? I love you. Give Parker a big hug and kiss for me and Dad, too. I'll keep you posted. Love you, bye. What are you doing here? It's a holiday.
Well, it's a holiday for you, too. Yeah, you're burying yourself at work.
Well, you know, it helps keep my mind off of things.
Yeah. Well, it's time that I start pulling my own weight around here. I mean, I've been MIA for a while now. In and out of the hospital, jail, helping Marlena.
How is she doing?
She's good. She's going to be released from the hospital today.
Wow, that's a miracle, isn't it?
It's literally a miracle. Yeah, I just pray that that's the last time the devil appears in Salem.
Did you make these fund transfers?
I did not, no. Look at the dates. That was weeks ago, man.
Well, I didn't authorize them, and nobody has access to this account except for EJ and Kate.
Well, my mom hasn't logged into those accounts in eons. Wouldn't be her. Note the recipient. And the recurring, all those payments. Look at all the payments, recurring payments. What is this? Jason Smith, First Bank of Milwaukee? Come on.
Who's Jason Smith?
He's one of the guards that held Sami captive when she was a prisoner.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a lot of Jason Smiths in Wisconsin.
Look at the account number. It's the same thing. It's the same one every time. I'm positive that is the guy who was keeping Sami prisoner. I know it. And this just proves it, man. This proves that your brother's behind kidnapping Sami. He stole DiMera funds. He committed a crime. He thought he was going to get away with it. He didn't think anyone was going to find out. He almost implicated you and your whole company, Chad. You realize that?
This is unbelievable. It's maybe a little too unbelievable.
Why would Lucas kidnap me?
Why else? He wants you all to himself. And a desperate, depraved plan was his only shot.
Okay, that's an interesting theory. But do you have any proof that Lucas laid a finger on me?
Laid more than a finger on you.
All right, that's enough. Look, EJ, we're back together. You don't have to go around making wild accusations.
Excuse me? What do you mean you're back together?
Oh, yeah, EJ, and I had a good talk, and he ripped up the divorce papers.
No, you did that, Sami.
Right, no, yes, I ripped up the first set. It was very upsetting, but EJ had more drawn up, and then he ripped them up himself when he changed his mind about us. Oh, you hadn't had the chance to tell her yet? Oh, this is awkward.
Chloe, I've been thinking about you nonstop. I've been worried about you.
I'm hanging in there. It's okay. But I'm just really relieved that Trask dropped those charges against you.
Yeah. Well, thanks to you for going to bat for me with Kate. I mean, that couldn't have been easy.
Well, it was worth it.
Well, I am very, very grateful to you.
Well, like I said before, Brady, I know who you are. I know your heart. I know that you would never be capable of killing Philip or anyone else for that matter. Oh, but all this waiting, being in limbo, not knowing if I'll ever have answers or knowing whether Philip is alive or dead, it's hard, you know. It's been really hard. You planned it. You came up with this. It's genius. What are you talking about?
Gabi,
No, Jake, listen to me. Shin agreed to meet us here. Victor's on board.
Victor hasn't returned any of my phone calls.
Because his son is missing.
Right, maybe that's causing him to have second thoughts.
About taking over DiMera. And his entire family could go missing and he would not have second thoughts about that.
Can you just hear me out for a second? All right, on the way over here, I got to thinking that maybe there's a more direct way to get what we want.
Well, will you hurry up and tell me what it is before Shin gets here?
Hello, friends.
Why would you think that I have other plans tonight?
Well, I thought that if you'd wanted to hang out with me tonight, you would have said something about it sooner.
Yes, you're right. You know what? And I'm sorry about that. Because I was supposed to maybe have to cover for Eli, but now I'm off the hook. So, a little last minute, but I'm sure we could maybe get reservations somewhere and do something fun. If you're interested.
Sure. What do you have in mind, Commissioner?
Oh, well, dinner, fireworks.
Or we can invite a couple of friends over to ring in the new year with us.
Okay.
Of course, I only have one real friend, but she's your friend too.
You talking about?
Nicole,
Yeah.
do you have a problem with that?
Oh, Sami. At some point, this just becomes pathetic.
Oh, I agree completely. And I think you hit that point about 1,000 walks of shame ago.
You can click your heels together and say EJ wants you back as many times as you want.
He does want me back.
Really? Then why is it just a few days ago EJ said that you deluded yourself into thinking that you still had a chance?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you surprised EJ by showing up here.
I mean, it's not like you had New Year's Eve plans, am I right?
He just got out of jail.
And the first call he made was to me.
Well, he was arrested for supposedly kidnapping you.
Which I did not do.
Wow. He speaks. Is that all you're gonna say?
He had a lot more to say to me. And he told me that he loved me, he can't live without me, and that I am the one true love of his life, and Nicole will do in a pinch.
That is not what I said.
It was not what he said. Not those words, exactly. But it was the sentiment.
Oh my God. It's true, isn't it?
EJ is definitely behind this. You know it. You saw the payments. What's there not to believe?
Well, my brother swears he's being framed.
Yeah, really? By who?
By you.
By me? That's totally insane. Come on.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then I left this office for a few minutes, and in that time, you managed to hack into my accounts and find a smoking gun.
I got lucky, all right?
Police didn't.
What? Police?
Yeah, the police. I mean, I gave them access to those very same accounts. They combed through them for hours, and they didn't manage to find anything.
Well, what can I say? They're cops. You know, maybe they didn't know where to look.
Yeah. Or you planted the information. And the only way you'd have that information is if you were the one that paid that person who kidnapped Sami. My brother was right. You did it.
If Philip is missing because of Kristen, Chloe, all I can say to you is I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
No, yeah, it is. If Kristen went after Philip, it was only because she wanted to get back at me for leaving her. Or she wanted me out of the way to try to take Rachel again.
Well, a part of me really hopes it is Kristen because her specialty is making people disappear.
Yeah. Kristen could be holding Philip somewhere.
And as strange as it sounds, I'm praying for that. I just hope she has him, locked up in a warehouse or wine cellar somewhere, and he figures out how to escape, or we find him and bring him home.
Sure.
And I remember all that blood all over your body, so.
Chloe. As much as I never want to see Kristen again, I'm going to do everything in my power to find her. Everything I can do. I owe that to Philip. I certainly owe that to you.
Mr. Shin, thank you so much for coming.
Hope you had a nice fight.
No complaints. It's nice to see you both in this fine establishment.
Yeah, it's not exactly the Ritz, right? But we just wanted to keep this meeting under the radar.
Well, he said it was important that we speak in person. So, what is it we're speaking about?
Just follow my lead. Mr. Shin, Gabi and I are well aware that your time is valuable, so I'm going to cut right to the chase here. We think you need to remove EJ as CEO of DiMera.
Well, you've thought that from the moment he and Chad ousted you from the company.
Right. But now that he's been arrested for kidnapping his own wife, I think we can all agree that doesn't look very good for DiMera.
Not only do I agree, EJ does as well, which is why he's allowing Chad to run the company solo until his name is cleared.
Oh, excuse me, but what if his name is never cleared? I mean, EJ's legal battles could go on for months, even years. And the PR would be devastating. We would lose deals, clients, stockholders would lose confidence. And Jake and I, as board members, we are extremely worried about the future of the company.
Mm-hmm. We all are. And while EJ was not my choice for CEO, profits have soared under his leadership.
Okay, but let's be honest here. The economy's hot, right? EJ's leadership skills, not so much. I mean, you've seen the projections for next quarter. They're already down.
Probably because EJ is so distracted with all the drama in his personal life. I mean, it's one tabloid story after the next.
Right, so how could he put any energy toward running DiMera? I mean, he's risking everything we've worked for.
Bottom line, Mr. Shin, is he has to go.
I assume you have someone in mind to replace him? Yourself, perhaps?
Oh, Yeah, Jake has been the best EO that DiMera has ever had. I mean, you yourself put him there when Chad resigned.
Speaking of Chad, have you looped him in on what? Your plan to make him collateral damage in a hostile takeover? Admit it. You kidnapped Sami.
No, I didn't kidnap Sami. I'm the one who rescued her, remember?
Yeah, maybe you wanted to play the hero. Yeah, you save her life, you bring her home to her kids. That would score you a lot of brownie points.
Why are you so damn determined to let EJ off the hook after everything he did to you? The way he screwed you over? Don't we want the same thing here?
Now, what's that?
For EJ to get what he deserves, for him to be out of our lives.
Nicole, I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm really sorry. This must be humiliating for you. Oh, no. Not humiliating. In fact, I'm actually grateful to be reminded of what an amoral, shallow, insensitive son of a bitch EJ is. And I am done wasting my time with you so you can have him back because you deserve each other. And by the way, I never really wanted EJ. I just wanted to make you miserable. Looks like you don't need any help. EJ will take care of that.
Nicole.
No. Goodbye and good riddance. Enjoy making each other miserable for a lifetime or however long this will last again. Happy New Year! Don't care.
How would you even start to look for Kristen? The police have been trying for months.
Let's just say I have methods of getting to her that the cops don't.
Well, please be careful because if anything ever happened to you, I could take it.
Kristen would never hurt me. Well, not physically anyway. I don't think she would hurt Philip either. Not the way I did.
What are you talking about?
Philip is in love with you. He has been forever. He just wanted your relationship to work, and I just made things worse is what I did.
That's not true.
I think we both can admit that it is at this point. I mean, he said, Brady, you had your chance with Chloe and you blew it. And then he said you couldn't accept it, so you just tried to screw up my chance at happiness with her. And he was right. I mean, I was selfish, I was petty, and I just want to apologize to the man.
Well, me too.
Why would you need to apologize?
Because I knew that you and I being close drove him nuts.
Well, you and I are friends.
I know that, but he also knew that you had feelings for me, and even though I tried to reassure him that that didn't matter, that I was secure in our relationship, I guess. Truth is, I don't know if I was very clear about how I felt because I wasn't sure about how I felt. And he might have thought.
Thought what?
I don't know if Kate said something to Philip, but.
What is it?
Well, Kate was under the mistaken impression that you and I had sex on this conference table.
What?
Why are you suggesting that we have Nicole over? You know she and I are trying to keep our distance.
Still?
Well, yeah.
Come on, Rafe. This is silly, all right? We are adults. I think we can handle celebrating New Year's Eve with someone we both consider a good friend.
Yeah. But she's dating EJ now, and I can't stand that guy's guts, and I really don't want to ring in the new year with him.
Yes, but EJ's in jail.
Oh, no. He just got out on bail.
Okay, well, I can't imagine that she's gonna stay with him after that, after the terrible thing that he did.
Well, he's done plenty of terrible things to her, and yet she's willing to go another round.
Okay, well, I'm sure it's over now. I am. And honestly, I'm actually surprised that she ended up dating him again because she seems like she's into nice guys these days. You know, I'm gonna go over to Basic Black. I'm gonna check on her, see how she's doing, and all she has planned tonight is some lonely, sad night at home. You don't mind, right? If I invite her over to join us? No?
It's not.
Oh,
Of course.
you're the best. No.
You chill.
See you
All
later.
right. Okay. Yeah.
You didn't have to enjoy that quite too much.
Well, it's not my fault Nicole was here. And, you could have let her off the hook a lot sooner.
I've been a bit too busy fighting bogus felony charges. But I was going to tell her about us.
What us?
Oh, for God's sake, would you make up your mind? Yes. No. What is it that you want?
Depends on whether or not you're the one who kidnapped me, EJ. And held me for what seemed like an eternity.
You're just clinging to that as an excuse to push me away because you're upset I slept with Nicole.
No, look, it wasn't ideal that Nicole was here, but that's not about that. EJ, I need you to look me in the eye and tell me you're not the one who kidnapped me.
I didn't kidnap you, Samantha.
This could be the final nail in EJ's coffin if you want it to be.
No, I want you to leave me the hell out of this.
Just hear me out. Hear me out for a second, okay? All you gotta do is take this evidence to the police or the DiMera board. And in a matter of days, you'd be running DiMera solo.
Yeah, you think that if EJ was gone, Sammy will come running back to you.
Well, this way we both get what we want.
Before I walked in here, what was your plan to get the information to Sammy while keeping your hands clean?
I didn't have a plan before I came in here. I didn't know what I was gonna find. But maybe it's best if you keep my name out of it. You know, maybe it's best for both of us. You're not saying anything. Does that mean you're in?
I need to think about it.
I never said anything about getting rid of Chad.
But you were thinking it.
Oh, Mr. Shin, you know Jake so well. I mean, of course you do. You've always been his biggest champion. If it were up to you, he'd still be running the company all on his own.
True. But a change this big, it's
enormous, which is why we got to take it one step at a time, right? Step one, we get rid of EJ's CEO.
I mean, seems pretty easy given the circumstances.
well, not as easy as you might think. EJ has ardent support from the board, and he's innocent until proven guilty, which means I have no cause to fire him. Yet.
Yet. All right, look, Gabi and I have put together a proposal. We'd like to send it your way. It's got some stuff in it that's gonna have you very excited. So if you could take a look at it and get back to me, that'd be great.
Of course.
All right.
Oh, I have to take this. It was lovely to see you both.
Yeah, likewise.
I'll be in touch.
Get to work on that proposal.
You were amazing.
Well, I tried my best, but I mean, my head is spinning. I mean, yours must be too. I mean, you're going all the way up at DiMera. Do not pass go.
Okay, what am I getting here? You don't seem happy.
Well, you know, because we're changing things now. We're not going after Titan. Just makes me think, where does that leave me?
Nicole.
Oh, hi.
Hey. Dave and I were just talking about you. Actually, she's on her way to meet you at Basic Black.
Well, I'm off today. Was it anything important?
Oh, well, I was just telling her that EJ had gotten out on bail and she was worried about you. And you seen him yet?
I sure have.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You mean that AJ kidnapped Sami, or that he's getting back together with her and conveniently neglected to tell me?
You believe I'm innocent.
Well, you're not doing yourself any favors by going around making wild accusations against Lucas, you know. What would his motive even be?
I told you to keep us apart.
We were already apart. You had kicked me out. You told me that you never wanted to see me again.
Perhaps he knew it wouldn't stick. I mean, it never does it?
Never does. But wait, you're forgetting. Lucas is the one who rescued me, much to your dismay.
I was not dismayed.
Well, you certainly seemed dismayed.
He happened to be standing there when you called Allie for help. What other choice did he have but to play innocent? To pivot to the role of hero and rush off to fetch you, when in truth, he would have preferred to keep you in that room indefinitely.
I just don't buy it. He's father of my children. I just don't think he would really do something like that.
I'm the father of your children, too. And you think I would?
Well, the cops think you did.
Apart from the kidnapper's dubious statement, there isn't a shred of evidence against me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Kate thought that we slept together. Why in the hell would she think something like that?
She said she was here for a meeting a few weeks ago and she overheard how we were talking about Nicole having sex on that conference table.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and Kate jumped to the very wrong conclusion that we were talking about you and me. And I don't know if she told Philip or not, but I had to convince her that it wasn't true.
And how did you do that?
Ugh, I had to swear on Parker's life, but if I didn't, you could still be facing murder charges.
Well, I'm glad you smoothed that over. I mean, I know Nicole did not want that secret getting out. We agreed that we weren't going to tell anyone.
I know, but I didn't feel like I had much of a choice. At least I didn't tell Kate that Nicole slept with Rafe.
What a pig. I can't believe that EJ would do something like that to you. Actually, I can. I can't actually believe that Sami would take him back.
Sure you can.
Nicole, I have told you so many times. You deserve so much better. I know one of the reasons that you went back to EJ was because of me.
Oh, stop. You are not responsible for the latest of the many, many horrendous choices I've made.
You've been under a lot of stress. You're doing the best you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm a hot mess. I cheated on the love of my life with a man I detest. I blew up my marriage and drove Eric back into the priesthood, for God's sake. And I slept with you, a man who is in a committed relationship with one of my best friends. And I run to a guy who has burned me twice and is in love with a woman I hate with a passion.
Okay. So that's a little messy.
You think? Okay, it's enough. Just go enjoy your New Year's Eve.
I hate to leave you alone like this. You're upset.
I'm fine, Rafe.
You have plans tonight?
Well, I'm not going to be with EJ, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you want to spend New Year's with Ava and me?
Run along, Chad. We're in the middle of something here.
Yeah, no, I think Sami's gonna want to see this. I found this while I was auditing DiMera's quarterly expenses. This large recurring payment to Jason Smith. Launched through the company signed by your husband.
Oh my God. You lying bastard.
Well, look, getting you in at Titan is the next step. I just figured we had such a great opening with EJ's arrest. Here's hoping it goes well.
Where are you going?
Got a couple errands to run. But you stay here, finish that drink, enjoy it, and hopefully we will have something to celebrate come midnight. Bye.
Bye.
Let me see that. I never made these payments.
Well, I sure as hell didn't.
Well, maybe Kate did. She has access to that account.
Really?
Yes, really. I did not do this.
I might have believed you if all the cops had was a statement from the guy who held Sammy's hostage, but now we have that statement, and this, I would say we have you dead to rights.
So would I. Do you have any idea what I went through in there? How horrible it was to be trapped alone, and I didn't know where I was. I didn't know if I was ever gonna see my family again.
I am being framed.
Here you are trying to pin this whole thing on Lucas? Do you understand? He wouldn't do something like this.
Samantha.
But I know that you would. I know that you are capable of this. And I bet you loved every minute of it. I bet you loved knowing how much I suffered and that you were the cause. Just stop. Goodbye, AJ. This time for real.
So I'm guessing you do not have plans for tonight, right?
No, other than going home to put on some sweatpants. Absolutely not.
Oh, you want some company?
I don't. No, thanks.
No, are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, let me know. But I am going to try to convince you right now to knock off early and get out of here because it is a holiday.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Oh, right. I'm sure Ava would just love to have me crash your New Year's date.
It was actually her idea to invite you.
Well, she's a friend, and she's just being nice. But I'm sure she doesn't really want me there. And if she ever found out what happened between us... You know what? I just decided what my New Year's resolution is. I am swearing off men.
Okay, that'll last.
Okay, you know, I get why you say that. But you watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know what? Good luck with that. And back to tonight. You sure you don't want to come over?
Positive.
Fine.
You go kiss Leva on New Year's. I will be at home in bed, alone.
Okay. Well, Nicole, Happy New Year. Whatever it brings.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Duke. I'm sorry to say that this shared custody arrangement is officially over. I thought Reef was one of the good guys. That I had to be a better person for him. Thought Nicole was my friend. But she's just a two-faced whore. They completely humiliated me. I'll tell you this, partner. Oh, they are not gonna get away with it.
Please don't look at me like that. I know what you both are thinking. How can our grandson do something so nuts? I know, I get it. What I want you both to understand is I feel unworthy being a Horton after what I did to Sami. I need you to understand why I did it. I had no choice. I did it for love.
Sami? Are you okay?
No. No, I am most definitely not okay.
You son of a bitch.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Oh, don't give me ideas.
Oh, good. You're both here.
Mr. Shin, what brings you by?
I have news. EJ, you're hereby removed from your position at DiMera Enterprises, leaving your brother Chad as the permanent sole CEO.
The festive season is finally here. But if weather makes you shiver, warm your hearts with holiday hits. 'Cause Stack TV delivers.
What?
Delicious.
Welcome to baking.
Today is a gift. That's why they call it a present.
And I'm not going anywhere.
One bright light after another streaming this holiday season on Stack TV.